Today is going to be another video in the Library of Looks series. We are doing the KVD Saint Sinner Palette this time. So this is going to be sort of like a 3 looks 1 palette kind of thing. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with the first look. I've got my face done, my brows, my lips, everything except for the eyes. And we're going to go for a super simple peachy look today. And normally I start with the crease, but I'm going to start with the lid today because I'm doing more of a berry color on the lid and I don't want that to be super prominent, so when I blend the crease color over it, it will kind of blend more into the lid color. So I'm using Rosary here on the lid, and then when we go into the crease, I'll be using Sacred Heart. So I'm taking a flat shader brush into Rosary and just applying that onto the lid. And I'm really just kind of keeping it to the mobile part of the eyelid here. I'm not bringing it up super high. Okay, I'm taking a blending brush into Sacred Heart and I am just applying that into the crease. And I'm making sure it's really nicely faded, going outwards and up towards the brow bone as well. And I'm taking that same color and applying it to the lower lash line. Okay, I'm taking Amen onto my brow bone and I'm gonna kind of clean up this outside edge with it a little bit as well. Okay, and I'm taking Absolution for my inner corner highlight. And I'm keeping it kind of concentrated right at the tear duct area. I'm not kind of bringing it up like I do a lot. Okay, and I'm taking a Crucifix on a flat definer brush. And I'm just pressing this really closely to my lower lash line. Going about 2/3 of the way in. Okay, I'm taking a nude liner onto the waterline. And I'm going to do a relatively thin line of liquid liner on the upper lash line, and I'll apply mascara to the upper and lower lashes, and I'll be right back. I have to do this off camera because I gotta get real up in the mirror. And that is the finished look for today. Super simple, peachy look. I think it looks nice for every day. There you go. We will be back tomorrow with the next look. Okay, I'm here with the second look from the Sinner Saint KVD palette. I've got my face, my brows done, and I just have a kind of tinted balm on my lips. And we're gonna do a much more dramatic look today, and it's gonna be pretty much all shimmers, which I know some people aren't comfortable with, but I'm sort of uncomfortable with it too, but I'm trying to step outside of my comfort zone, and I saw a picture of something similar that I want to try to kind of put my own spin on, and I thought it was gorgeous. So let's go ahead and get started. It's going to be super simple, only a few colors. We're going to use Chalice, Cathedral, and Absolution. So starting out with Chalice, I'm taking a basic shader brush. This is going to go on the inner third of the eyelid, and it's going to go up into the crease about halfway. Okay, I'm going in with Cathedral here, and that's going to go onto the rest of the eyelid and the outer part of the crease. And I just cleaned off that same brush in this color switch, and I'm just going to go along the edges and try to diffuse this out a bit. I'm cleaning that off again and going in with Absolution here at the top. That's going to go in the inner corner, and I'm going to kind of sweep it upwards a little bit. I'm not taking it down towards the lower part of the lash line, keeping the lower lash line bare. Okay, I'm going to finish this up with some liner in the waterline, winged liner on the top lash line, and mascara on the upper and lower lashes. I have to get real close to the mirror for this, so I'm going to do it off camera. Okay, so this is it for today's look. It is, again, super simple but really dramatic. I wanted to, with this palette, it seems like there are some people that are intimidated by the, or if not intimidated, confused by the color palette and the layout, and I wanted to demonstrate with this video that there are plenty of ways to make simple yet striking looks with this palette without having to go into the crazy colors. So yeah, this is the look for today, and we'll be back tomorrow with the final look for this video. Okay, this is the last look for the Kat Von D Sinner and Saint Sinner palette. I already did the shadow in one eye because I wanted to make sure that I liked how it came out and wanted to make sure that what was in my head came out on my face. So again, another super simple look, which is kind of what I was going for with this palette. I wanted to try to make it feel more accessible. So first I'm going to go in with Immaculate. It's this nice olive color. It is shimmery and I am putting it in my crease. Because of the way I'm buffing it though, it doesn't come off super shimmery. It doesn't appear super shimmery. So because I have hooded eyes, what I'm doing is I'm relaxing my face, and I have a mirror right here, so it looks like I'm looking down, I'm looking into the mirror. I relax my face and I'm looking straight into the mirror, and I'm sketching right along the top of where my eye, the hooded part of my eye meets my eyelid, just so that I know how high to go up. So I have my guideline there, and I'm going to start blending the shadow deeper into the crease, and I'm going into all the way into the inner corner as well, and kind of just diffusing it a little bit as I go up this way. I'm not worrying about blending the top edge just yet. I want to get it into the shape I want first. And over here I'm just going to extend it up a little bit higher and make sure it's the shape that I want. Alright, that's pretty much the shape that I want. I'm gonna clean off my brush in my color switch, and I'm just gonna buff out that top edge. Alright, I'm going in with Vestment here. It's like a teal brown duochrome on just like a wide flat shader brush, and I'm applying that all into the eyelid. Again, I'm cleaning that same flat brush off in my color switch. I'm taking just a little bit of Amen here. It looks white in my monitor right now, but it's a cream color. Just a little bit. I'm going right underneath my brow bone. And I'm just kind of taking it right here to make sure that all the shadow is blended out on the edge the way I want it to. And I'm going in with Heaven, the silver shade, with this little definer brush. And I'm putting that on the inner corner of my eyelid and kind of blending that out. And then I'll apply it to the inner tear duct area. I'm not taking it towards the lower lash line. There's the shadow portion of this done. A purple liner on my lower lash line. This would also work great with brown or black. This is just what I'm trying to use up right now. And I'm also going to just do a thin line on the upper waterline with some liquid liner and do my mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, and that's the final look for this palette. And that concludes my library of looks, Saint and Sinner Palette Edition. 3 looks, 1 palette. And I hope this was helpful. Like I said, I know this is kind of a polarizing palette. Some people are in love with it, and then there are a lot of people that are just kind of confused by the layout and not really sure what to do, and it can be a little bit intimidating. So I wanted to make this more approachable and show some more approachable looks using this palette with like minimal steps. So yeah, if you would like to see more in this series, definitely check out my library of looks playlist. And If you're new here, please subscribe. It really means a lot to me and it helps me out a lot. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time.